Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gaz Williams Show. Ha. Hello. For those of you who tried to tune into Sonic State earlier, I had no idea what was going on. There was some technical shenanigans. I was meant to be on the show today, but sadly, that wasn't to happen, so I'll make up for it now. Hope everyone's well. First thing I want to say today, though, is there is sad news in the music world. We have lost the wonderful Tim Smith from the band Cardiacs. Now, some of you might think, who? And Cardiacs really are Britain's greatest underground cult band of all time. It would never be mass appeal. It's way too quirky and interesting for mass appeal. Yes, but an incredible musician and an incredible songwriter, and will be really sadly missed. Cardiacs and Sea Nymphs and various other things that he produced. And there's a lot of bands that spark off from Cardiacs as well. So this is, a really sad day for all of us, really, because he's like the leader of the Starry Skies. He's a really special guy, really. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I heard someone else say it. I'm just repeating that. He's like the Mozart of rock music. He is that good. There we go. Big statement. But, in terms of his arrangements, his melodic vision, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it's a bit silly to make comparisons with Mozart, but I think it's useful in as much to say that here is somebody who had an incredible gift. But the thing is, with Cardiacs, though, people describe it as sounding like a car crash or something. It requires quite a lot of investment from the listener. And that is something that a lot of people are not prepared to do. But if you are prepared to do it, you invest a little bit of listening time and a little bit of quality into Cardiacs, the rewards are enormous. Cardiacs are one of those bands that if you see someone wearing a Cardiacs t-shirt, you just have to go up and talk to them. There's just, it's almost, you just can't help it. It's like, another believer. So, Tim, wow. I mean, it's quite a sad story with Tim because he's not been well for about 10 years, I think. And he had an awful thing happen, like a stroke at a gig or just after a gig. And has never fully recovered from that. I'm not sure exactly what's caused him to have died, but I guess it's related to that. And we were all really, that was tragic and unbelievable when that happened. Anyway, I don't want to be too down about things, though. I will urge everybody, though, to check out Cardiacs and to really work with it. Starting point. A really good place to start is Sing to God, parts 1 and part 2. I think that's a brilliant place. And you can kind of work backwards from there and a bit forwards. Kavas Torabi, who was a guest on this very show a few weeks back, he was a guitarist in Cardiacs. He was the last, the second guitarist to Tim. Both of them played guitar. Well, say second guitar. Two guitars in the band, but Tim was the front man, or I've got a little bit of personal connections to the band as well, because the keyboard player in the classic period, is what it's often called, which is the 80s period of Cardiacs, where they were a large lineup, I think a 7-piece band. The keyboard player was William D. Drake, and Bill Drake, as I will call him. Bill is an amazing musician, and I've had the privilege of producing 2 albums with Bill, which kind of took me into the heart of Cardiacs land, really, because it's such a family. It's such a very special group of people. Anyway, definitely explore the music of Cardiacs and William D. Drake, and there's a whole load of other things. North Sea Radio Orchestra, Arch Garrison, Stars in Battle Dress, Knife World. There's a lot of lots of things that spin off from that. But yes. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. One of my biggest heroes and influences too. So, yes, quite sad. Anyway, let's have a look. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Lovely to see some good friends there who are checking in every week, which is really, really nice. Thank you ever so much. Now, I do feel a little bit like a naughty schoolboy at the moment who hasn't done his homework, because I literally haven't done any preparation or any kind of stuff with this rig since last week for various other reasons. However, last week I was showing some of the stuff that had recently arrived, including, let's have a look at this camera here, the Noodlebox and the angle grinder, and I think we might even look a little bit more at that kind of stuff, really. What I was doing last week, I think I'm going to go and try and explore that a little bit more, because I think I only barely touched the surface of it, and I think they really do warrant much deeper investigation. No guest again this week, you may be wondering. I'm sorry. Again, reasons, there are personal reasons for that, so I'm sorry about that. But the guests will be coming, and they will be coming in the most amazing way. So the guests will be coming in the most amazing way. Could be taken the wrong way. I don't mean that. I mean, we are... Yeah, that's kind of how Trump speaks, isn't it? Just complete broken sentences. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Trump is the stupidest man who has ever lived. I've now come to the conclusion of absolutely the stupidest man who has ever lived. And yeah, it's a bizarre and crazy thing. Anyway, hopefully that won't be around, that won't last for too much longer. Anyway, I don't want to go down that way. It's obvious, isn't it? That's not what we tune in this for. We tune in this to look at gear and to talk about music and that sort of thing. I did mention at the end of the show last week, when oh yeah, okay, sorry, I've turned the volume up. There we go. At the end of last week, that my show is going to evolve and change and do whatever I want to do at any point in time. So I appreciate you hanging in there. I hope it will be of some entertainment. Okay, so I mentioned that I've got here the Noodlebox. I did have this all set up last week, and in fact, it hasn't changed. However, I have learned a few little extra things, so I thought that might be quite fun. Namely, you can you can transpose the this little sequencer with a MIDI keyboard, and that's kind of cool because you've got 4 layers in this. So I can transpose one layer, switch to another layer, transpose it in a different way. So I thought I'd do something along those kind of lines. Let's pop this in. Hello, there I am. And we will have a look at what this thing can do. Now, again, caveat. I was intending to spend a lot of time with this, but I haven't, so apologies. So a little bit of going over last week, just a bit, I'm afraid. But let's push play. I've got a really simple setup at the moment. We're just listening to the Abyss, okay? And I've got a really simple sound, and we'll mess with the Abyss as the sequence goes on. Okay. I'm going to start. I can mute all the sequence. You can mute the sequences here. You can probably see on the screen there. You can see where there's an X there. That's when the channels are off. So that's kind of nice. So if I just have one layer playing, I'm going to push play now. And now let's bring this in. Okay, I'll just play with the sound. Just the Dreadbox Abyss we're listening to. Okay. So the Abyss has this variable oscillator. Now, I think there's noise when you go all the way up in here, and you can like dip into the noise. This is a modulator that's modulating this. So if I modulate really fast, as it's flipping into the noise, it's giving like another percussive element. Okay, there we go. Right, so let's unmute another layer on here now. Now, I do believe there's a way to change all the sequences at the same time with the transpose. I'd have to have a little look at that. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to... Let's make that melody. So if I remember now, yeah. So it's all snap into pitches, to scales. And then I can just take... Okay, that's quite fun. I can see how this could be quite kind of pretty cool. I talked a lot about this last week, and one of the things that I just wanted to reiterate on is the build quality is lovely. And when you are spinning, my hand's probably obscuring this quite a bit, I'm sorry. But when you are using like the cursor to adjust things, you know, adding notes, you can see the note names coming in. It's such a unique little way of, you know, interacting with synth, with notes and sounds. It's lovely. Now, what I thought would be really good fun is to sequence something. Oh, let me move this over here. Is to get some movement going on with some of the effects. So let me get some effects going, and I need a couple of long. I need some of these. Yeah. Hope everyone's well out there, and I'm going to try and not be too boring here. But okay, I'm going to take a CV output C, and then I'm going to put it into. No, too much to set that one up right now. I'm going to put it into clouds. Let's sequence some stuff with clouds. So let's get that abyss, that little sequence coming through the clouds. Let's get that loop a bit nicer. I'm just going to turn that second sequence off for a moment, just have this little one going. Find a place for it. There we go. Now, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, good. I'm being a fool. Sorry, let me just patch this in. I was doing it shortcut yesterday. Yeah, let's put it into number 4. There we go. Let's turn these other ones down. Yeah, okay. So, the way I've got this set up, I can zoom in. Down. I'm getting... Oh, move out of the way, Mike. Ooh, let me just get some of that noise off for a moment. Okay. So I'm using the dope for stereo mixer. I think I explained this before, but I'll just explain it again. One output is just going straight into the Rosie. The other output is going into the clouds and then passing through and then into the rather splendid Radical Technologies effects. And then that stereo return is coming in to the Rosie, and I've got a return level there. So essentially my pan control is being used as an effect send. If I pan it all the way left, it's just going straight to the Rosie, or that mono signal is then getting stereoized through the effects there. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, Did I explain my audio faux pas? Which audio faux pas was that? Which one of the many? Okay, right. Let's get some sound going through. Okay, so that's the signal path then. Okay, just so you can understand a little bit what's going on. So Abyss is going into channel 4 on this Dopefer. So if I run it now, yeah, it's going into there. Oh yeah, I turned it down. Okay. Okay, great. So we're going into clouds now. Let's blend it in, the clouds. Ooh. So we're going to try... Ooh, nasty. Just going to work out... Okay. It's a bit difficult to see this because it's black and in slightly out of focus, but I was adjusting the pitch knob there, so I'm going to try sequencing that pitch knob there and see what happens. Into pitch. Guess. Ooh, okay. I'll put it in the volts per octave. Yeah. I guess that will change the pitch, won't it? Okay, that's cool. So so now that's coming out of C, out of layer. So that's like my layer 3 on this little thing. Oh, what's happened there? I know. Ooh, ouch. Right. Oh, I'm getting. What's that noise? Where's that coming from? Okay. So live. Not quite sure where that bleed is coming from. Is it coming from? Okay, yeah, something from the clouds. Oh, it is the sound of clouds. Okay. Again, haven't played an awful lot with this, so I'm sure many of you are totally... Trump 2020, get out of here. Right. Okay, sorry, just getting that. So here we go. So my layer 3, which... Oh! Right, I forgot. I need to make my layer in my layer menu. Instead of it a pitch, I'm going to make it a mod. This is cool now. I think... Oh, gosh, my arm's getting in the way. Oh, I'll see if I do it like that. There we go. When we change mod envelopes... sorry, not mod envelopes. When we change... oh, why is that not doing it? I must have done something wrong. Okay, well, I'll just put some random... In fact, random. We've got random control. There we go. Oh, there's so much cool things with this. Once I get good with it, well, better with it rather. Let's run this now. I change that back to pitch now, and I'm gonna nasty. Hang on, quantize. Oh no, quantize to scale. Yeah, okay. Oh, transpose. Oh, I can see what the transpose amount is. That's helpful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go fully wet. Let's go fully wet with it. Oh, why am I still getting the signal coming through? Okay, not quite sure why this isn't doing it, but we're going to figure it out. See, one of the nice things here is I can always just... the effect is going to be to the rescue. Well, it should be. Hang on, what am I doing wrong? This. Sorry, panning it the wrong way. Being a wally. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So start messing with the sequence now on layer 3. Make those smoother. It's so nice to have an effect at the end of it, though, isn't it? So it's a quantize. I'm just trying to work out if the quantize is the transpose is forcing the. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I got the sequence muted. There we go. Ah, okay. All right. Wah! Okay, this makes sense now, sort of. Oh my goodness! Call the dentist! Quick! So I can transpose this look. Let's mute that first layer. God, there's some weird stuff going on there. Okay. Oh, camera gone. Yes. Oh, there we go. See what happens. Just get it just to. Let's patch something in. Oh, more of this. Where's my longer cables? Okay, so I'm going to come out of B, and I'm going to put it into. Oh, I'm going to put it into the in of the angle grinder. That's coming then into the mini brute, into the VCA out. Oh yes, into the Moog distortion, and then into channel 3. And let's see what happens now. So that's channel 2, so I'll unmute that one. Let's see what's going on this layer. Weird stuff. What am I actually outputting? B. Gate. I need a gate, of course. Oh. Yep. Right, so I'm coming out the gate of gate 2, and I'm going to put that in and trigger the amp envelope. Yeah. Let's trigger that. Yes. Let's see now what happens. Oh, put this over so this is acting as. I'm coming in. Hang on. In. Sorry about this. Out. Shake it all about. Let's take the distortion out for now. Out. Here. 3. God, there's loads of things to go wrong in there with this kind of stuff. And this is a teeny little rig. Oh, hang on. What's going on now? I don't think I'm getting B out. Oh. No, I'm being a fool. That's meant to go into volts per octave. Yes, here we go. I was being foolish. So I wanted that in there, and now I need to That's trying to get this to... Oh, there we go. The sounds out of this thing are really cool. Yes. So... Okay, let's get this. Now, haha. Oh, yes. Okay, let's send some CV out of this and into the angle grinder. I hope this is all right. I hope this isn't just utterly boring. Sorry if this is a bit boring for you. It's a little bit like going over last week. Stuff we were going over last week. God, I really do feel like a schoolboy who hasn't done his homework. So I apologise for that. And actually, just for the record, I was that schoolboy who never did his homework. You probably might have guessed. Right. I'm going to sequence some part of this. So the wave folder part of the angle grinder, I'll put that in there. And I'll put this back into there. Oh. It's so cool, the sounds you get out of that, though. You see why it's called the angle grinder now? Maybe I should put this into the FM input. Yes. They like that. Okay. So I gotta put a sequence in. Let's run this thing. Page 4. Layer 4. Okay. I don't know what this is gonna do. Let's just make a little loop. I don't even know if that's doing anything right now. Let's just figure something out. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. So I am... let's make some sense out of this. Right, I'm coming out of here. I'm coming in. Yes. Okay, 3. So let's bring in 3. I take the distortion out for a moment. Let's get it more level. I'm coming out of CV. What's happening here? Layer 4. I'm just going to try plugging it in to anything. FM1. Oh. Ah! I'm having an evil idea. Because you've got FM1 and FM2 going into here. I think both of those need to be sequenced. So. Right. So I'm going to take CVD in FM1. Oh no, I'll put that in FM2. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is all, as you probably guessed, I am just farting around here. I'll take that out from the crazy effects for now. Just keep it raw. Okay. Okay. I'm confusing myself. Before I had left going dry and then right going into the effects. I've wired it the other way. And I guess that is part of this whole kind of Eurorack malarkey, is that you just set it up however you want. But I'm curious for the guys out there who do a lot of this kind of stuff. How much do you sort of set and forget? How many, how are you patching in and leaving most things patched in and then only doing a small amount of repatching? Or are you typically pulling lots out and then redoing it every time? Or just kind of curious about that. Because I keep pulling all the cables out. I might be better just to kind of keep it all set one way for a while. You see, like, I love this, the Abyss. The Abyss is a super cool synth. It's super cool because I really understand it. This is more like the kind of thing that I'm comfortable with in a way. It's a 4-voice analog synthesizer, and I know it really, really well, whereas all of this stuff is just... it's constantly in flux. It's just always changing. This is kind of always the same. This is also really nice with my MIDI bass because in a multi-channel mode, each string can drive each of the voices. Right. Okay. See, I got a little piece of pink on there just because the LEDs are really, really bright. I'm having a little look what's going on. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, though, who's tuning in live. This is really cool. I'm enjoying doing these. I'm sort of enjoying doing them with guests and without guests. So I probably will decide later on whether things are going to be guesty or not. Certainly when the guests come, it takes a little bit of the pressure off. What did I want to do? Yeah, I'll try and sequence this FM then. Let's try and do that. So if I just I'm going to simplify things. Oh, see, this is me. I just want to pull it all out again. I am. I'm going to pull it all. I'm going to pull all of these out and I'm going to start again. Okay, I'll do it quickly. But okay, I just it's the angle grinder. Angle grinder starts doing interesting things. I think it's like when the feedback kind of starts. Let's see what it's doing. Let's hear what it's doing. Okay. Oh, I see. This thing is amazing. Okay. So let's give that a sequence. I'll mute all the sequence, the layers, and layer 1. Whoops. Volts per octave. Okay, that's going to come out of A. Okay, layer. Run it. Okay. Definitely need a tuner. I've no idea where anything is now, pitch-wise. All I know is that this thing can sound beautiful. Okay. Right. FM1 is going to come out of CVB. Right, let's unmute that now. I wonder what I'm doing. There's our inputs. B. Let's have a look. Layer B. So layer 2. It's playing a sequence. Let's just clear that sequence. let's make a little let's make a little eight-step loop. Let's put in some why I don't know what would be modulating the FM, I wonder. That's not doing anything, is it? Let's just see. Okay, what? Okay, let's see if this sequence, what it does in any of the inputs. Ah. See, that's the magic one, isn't it? You know, look at that. You know, that or that. Oh, it's like that's plugging in magic, isn't it? Going into that one. You know, just when I was losing the faith. Wow, that sounds cool. Right, so that's coming. Right now, let's have another one of these. Come out of C. Right, let's unmute our third sequence. Let's see what happens. Ah, that's nice. So I guess I can start. I like the sound of that. Aha! We got the distortion we can switch in now. Ah, we need the Sea Devils filter. So this one. Okay, gonna count out. Don't. Right, keep those notes going. Signal input, and then cables, signal output. Here we go, and then we're gonna go back. Where did that go? I've forgotten where I am. Output, input, output. Where was that? There it is, that one. Into 2. Okay. Oh, no sound. I've lost it all. What have I patched wrongly? Oh, hang on. Out. Signal input. Signal output. Let's just check that that's... Oh, sorry about this. Okay, why have I lost the sound? Oh, let's turn that out. No. Oh well. It's good while it lasted. All right, I'm going to take that as a reason. That was good though. That actually got somewhere. Should be bloody sampling some of this. Like, just plug in some of that in, and then it's just like, oh, that's lovely. And I think that is the joy of this stuff, isn't it? Just being experimental, I guess. But something I've talked about quite a bit on this show is that when you mess around with this kind of Eurorack stuff, it's almost like to use it for any sort of serious purpose. I mean, you absolutely can, and I don't want to belittle it in any way, but it's hard, you know, if I was on a session, the amount of time you need to get everything patched in. I'm still a beginner, aren't I? But it doesn't feel like something that you would want to risk. I mean, and using them live, I've got a new respect for people who go out and do this stuff live. There's so many variables to, you know, and you can lose the sound so easily. Yes. I have to say, have you all watched Nick's review of the Dreadbox Typhon? It's a great review, Nick. Done a really good job with that review. But what a brilliant box. I think they've managed to get it just right. Those effects sound fantastic as well and lovely. Big fan of Dreadbox, so seeing them have a super cool new toy out there. Not a toy, it's not a toy. I've got to stop saying things like that. A very serious musical instrument. But having them, and those having a new one, and it's sort of, sounds amazing. And I think one of the clever features of that is that envelope control, where you can get such a lot of different envelopes with just a single knob. Or I say envelopes, but just different curves, shapes by just controlling a single knob, as well as being able to do the proper ADSR. Anyway, what am I doing? How are we doing for time? Yeah, it is out of stock, the Typhon. It did really well. I think a lot of people just thought, yep, good price, about €350, fab. And it's got a sequencer built in, and although a bit fiddly, still pretty cool. This would be good with it. I want to just fast forward a year of using this and then be able to play around with it. I think it will be a fantastic little companion on musical journeys, the Noodlebox. Right, okay, I'm going to do something different. I think I'm going to do some MIDI sequencing again. Something I wanted to do last week. I didn't do it very well, and I'll try and see if I can do it again. So I'm going to, for the time being, turn off the angle grinder, and I'm going to go back to the abyss. Let me just work out where the abyss is going. In here, out. Okay, into 4. Okay, so I'm going to go back and just use this as a MIDI sequencer. I want to be able to do something which I've heard that you can do. You can make different layers. You can use one layer to transpose another layer. So you can have a slow sequence. Each of these layers can run at different clock speeds. Sorry for repeating myself from last week, but so on here, duration. I think it's duration. Gate duration. No, step division rate. Yeah. So yeah, that's running at 16s. Okay. So let's do this again. I reckon there's a super easy way to clear everything, but I can clear pages by just clearing and rubbing them through like that. Again, I'm sorry, 64 pixels. Darren, I should know this better. New Sonic State review out now of the this thing that's going to be leaving here very soon, the Silver Bullet. That's worth a watch if you're interested in signal processing. I think it's a super cool thing. I really like it a lot. I wish I could afford it. Okay. All right. So I've just cleared my layers. So I'm going to try and build something again. Let's go back to layer A. And I'll use the random function. So in my layer, I come down here and I am quantizing to scales. So the scale in question function, all layers, Ionian. Let's make that sexier. Let's go Aeolian. Right. Aeolian is sexier than Ionian. Agree? Right. I'm just put. Oh no, I was going to do random notes. Yeah, so random with it quantize into scale. This is what I was doing last week. How do I do it? So if I want it to actually commit to my changes, I wonder if you can. Oh, I did read in a manual. Okay, but I'll put them in manually for now anyway. So I'm just chucking these in randomly, and I'll make this a slow sequence. Slow sequence. So let's go to my rate, and the slowest it can be 1. So let's press run and let's see what happens. Oh, is this? I'm going to put this into chord mode now as well. Let's just get some of that. Just work on the sound a moment. Oh, I've got my resonance right up. Here we go. Ah, those are the three the same there. Okay, let's put long releases on this now as well. Okay, let's get this. Oh, it feels it's too slow. Let's make it a bit faster. Let's make it. Let's try it here. Sounds like Cardiacs. So if I were to take this up an octave, oh, I could do it. Quick transpose that way, can't I? Okay, let's make it sound a bit more interesting. I'm sorry, am I covering? I'm probably covering my arms, but I'm covering the controls. Huh. So let's get some delay on the go now. CV. Okay. I'm just thinking at the back of the Abyss I've got a few CV controls as well. I think what I love about the Abyss is it's definitely not the most versatile synth, but it's got very, very definite character. It's got that nice Dreadboxy vibe as well. Bit of a weird sequence. So run the sequence in reverse. Let's go a bit faster with the sequence then. Yuck. Let's get... It's not my most... So, I guess then... I'm using the random control. Ah, it's cool because it's randomizing the notes, but it's not randomizing the gates. That's cool. So let's go faster, actually. Okay, this is cool. Let's go 16 with it. Huh. That's kind of cool. So I think the more random, the further the notes go away from where they are, where you program them. So I go to a new page now. Right, so this page I'm just going to put in, just so we can play with the random control. Just actually, I could put in a bunch of gates actually. Okay, there we go. So now with it just playing a single note now. I've gone unison now. Let's get a bit of detune. Okay. So it's interesting, isn't it? Keeping the gate the same and then just... let go. Oops. What did I do? Or did I clear the note? I did. It's funny with that. It's like a... It's because the gates being not changing gives a sort of sense of one thing staying the same. Now I'm wondering if I go random gates. No. Random. Hang on, let me look up my cheat sheet. Here's a special treat. I'll tune this in so you can see it. Let's just stop that sequence a moment. How nice to have this, but lots of things to learn. Oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. One of the best features in this that I think I forgot to show last week. Let's put that back into focus. Oh, I'm going to have to press the blooming camera buttons. I'm not hiding it anymore. Yes, you can see what my camera settings are. Right. Okay. There we go. At least they'll stay alive now for half an hour. Okay. Fine. Right. Okay. Thank you everyone for hanging in there. I mean, very haphazard, a little bit chaotic, but I guess that's what you might expect with me. Another lovely day here in the UK. It's a beautiful evening looking out there. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, clear blue sky. Right. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, Euclidean gates. So I'm going to put in a sequence. I'm going to put in, this time I'll add some notes in. Let's run that. Let's put some... If you hold gate down on the note and drag it, you can choose the length of the steps. Okay. Now, so if we go, we can adjust how many gates are there using Euclidean division of the... So we're running 16 steps at the moment. So replace gates. Gate, page. Here we go. So I go gate and page. Oh yeah, now look at this now. So I can have it play 1. So it'll play 1 step out of 16. 2. 3. Yeah, neat, eh? How neat's that? So that was on 5. So I can like go ramp it up. It's like 16 will play all the steps. See, you know, you do need to kind of get au fait with this thing. You know, I think it is a bit like a Game Boy or something, or you know, or playing Street Fighter and getting the key combos right, and being able to just go pow, 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 you know, and change things super fast. So I think you know, getting these kind of shortcuts kind of memorized is going to be key to getting good on the Noodlebox. Which I don't profess to be at all. I really am, yes, have not put the time in. How are we doing for time? Okay, just coming up to the hour point. Can we get some nice proggy, Zappa-esque polyrhythms? Yes, we could. Yeah, I mean, this thing is all about kind of doing polyrhythms, really. So let's go back into the Abyss multi-channel mode. So the 4 sequences now are going to address the 4 different voices on here. So MIDI channel, well, this is on MIDI channel 6. So if I go to my layer 2 now, add some notes in. So that's probably coming out the same. So if I go into my layer menu, come down to MIDI. Oh no, yeah, we have channel 7. No, that's good. It remembered that from well. Okay, so this is... Okay, so if we want to make it polyrhythmical, let's make this... So let's go to my layer 3 now. I can't remember, did I put the MIDI in on this? I don't know if I did. MIDI, yeah, let's just set that channel 8 now. Okay, let's move these notes high. I've got MIDI. I can record MIDI notes as well, which is something I haven't done. Set MIDI record mode, function random. Oh, I see. I record transpose. Oh, I get it now. So if at the moment it's... Oh, I think I can record the transpositions, can I? MIDI, function and page. How do you actually record? Set this low, let's get a bit more polyrhythmical. We may as well do our 4th layer whilst we're here. Muted at the moment. Here we go. Let's see. MIDI channel 9. Yeah. Great. Okay, let's add some notes. A bit low. Let's put them up a bit. Now, okay, let's get a bit more. So all our steps, all our 4 sequences now are all running at different lengths. I guess I can just jump to layers. Oh. So it's nice. I'm transposing the random pattern now. So if I let go. So holding down buttons and changing, like I'm using my little pinky there to change the encoder. It's nice and easy to operate. make this sequence a bit... Where is it? Oh, I need to scroll the screen. Scroll display, CV clone. Oh, I see. That note. There we go. Let's just make this a... Let's make a small loop of this little... Okay. Okay, interesting. Ooh. I think that's where it can't track those oscillators anymore. Okay. Okay. Oof. All right, covering a bit more ground with it. This Noodlebox, definitely fun. Oh yeah, I forgot to play with the Euclidean. That was the vibe. That's what I was meant to do. So, what am I doing again? Euclidean, gate and page. Oh, not gate and page. Sorry. Replace gate page. There you go. Gate page. No. What am I doing wrong? Oh no. So I'll just flip to the different. Oops. Gate page. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Layer 1. Gate page. Just going to strip it right back. Layer 3. Gate page. Okay. Layer 4. Gate and page. Okay. Jörg, where are we? Where are you? We need some radical effects. Haha. That's nice. The sequencer is called the Noodlebox. So here I've got 4 different pages. So with the 4 different pages, actually those are playing the same on that. Let's just change some of these notes on here. So, oh, it's nice. It remembers that Oh, so when you set the loop amount per, it remembers that per page. That's nice. Hear a dog. Okay. Okay, page. Let's have some more. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Nice. Push the feedback. A few notes in here. Oi, 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 oi. That's when it's just at that point of self-oscillated, sorry. Okay. Cool. Felt I made a bit of progress with the Noodlebox tonight. Thank you very much for coming along the journey with me. It's yeah, it's super cool. I mean, there's a lot more to, look at all of those shortcuts. There's a lot more to learn with it, but I think it's lovely. It's What a nice display. Angie Pollock. My brilliant friend Angie Pollock is. Oh, see you, Angie. she's a bit of what am I talking about? Giant music legend there. Lovely for Angie to pop in. Angie, she is a keyboard player with Goldfrapp, also with Peter Gabriel, and has had an incredible career. I played with Angie in the Carl Hyde Underworld project that I was involved in. Angie is an astonishing musician. My goodness. And she's an absolute demon on the Korg MS-20. She can make that thing sound incredible. Lush to see her popping in. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tonight, folks and ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit of a further noodling. The show will be going back to its format of guests, I think, from next week. And there is some new arrivals coming Eurorack-wise as well. I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen, but I shall... pull that out. Right, I think I'm going to sign off there, folks. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and for coming along for the ride. Just to round up what I was using in tonight's show. Tonight's show was brought to you courtesy of the Noodlebox from 64 Pixels and the Dreadbox Abyss and the Angle Grinder from Schlappy Engineering and a little bit of the Moog distortion from DPW Designs. Yes! And, of course, the Radical Technologies FX RT1701. I love this thing. Honestly, I've only used it in a very slight way tonight. You've seen me talk about this before anyway. And it is a very exciting digital effects. Yes. I think I might be doing a live stream at some point between now and the next show as well. I will just do it spontaneously. So if you want to click that bell icon on YouTube for notifications when I'm going live with that, and please consider subscribing. And those of you who are watching on other channels, I might stop broadcasting on other channels and only do this on YouTube. I think that's what I'm going to do because I want to develop my YouTube channel more, and so I'm going to try and see if I can just swerve people from Facebook to come and join YouTube. We have a great chat room. Thumbs up. Any likes is great. The sub needs a return. The Subharmonicon, which is down to my left at the moment. Yes, I miss it so much. I've really loved having it in the rack, and this space here is waiting to be filled. Tomorrow night, yes, I will be joining Robin Vincent over at Molten Music for a chat. I think that's going to be 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 8 o'clock UK time. That's going to be fun. I met Robin, met him properly at the Synth Reactor last year. We got to hang out quite a bit. And Robin is an amazing guy. He's such a generous, wonderful soul and a real asset to our community, as I think I tweeted recently. But yes, he is. So pop over tomorrow if you want to see what we're going to be chatting about. But again, thanks everybody very much for tuning in, and those of you who are coming every week, I honestly, you make my my whole heart burst with joy, and it makes me very happy indeed. So yes, all right, everybody, thank you so much, and see you soon, and take care. Goodbye.